パラライズ。よし、対人間でも状態異常スキル成功って。やっぱあのクソ女神だけが特別なのか。
Yo, 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 it's your man MAS, back with more content, all right? We talking about Failure Frame. We are still, it's a good underdog story. Everybody likes really dope abilities, so that's not the issue. The issue is we talking about Failure Frame and another overpowered character. We just go to jump into it, right? So here's the thing. Abilities have limitations, right? That's nothing new, that's nothing crazy. I think that's what people really get sucked into, the whole Super Saiyan, next gear, you know, like Sharingan, like these really that. The thing that makes it really, really good is the limitation conditions it met. I mean, for Pete's sake, that's the reason why Yu-Gi-Oh was on top of the world. Yes, I am about to go on that rant. And has time progressed, with Yu-Gi-Oh, those limitations start to get more lenient and more lenient and more lenient to the point that like, you can summon what, like 5 of it. You get me? It's not just overpoweredness for the sake of being overpowered. It's like the limitations read into it as well. And then my thing is like, and I know people make series like who like those kind of things would be interesting to me because all right, let's just pit overpowered character over versus the other overpowered character. But like in these shows, it's typically like one overpowered character, and there's really no competition. Like truth be told, like there might be some limitations, and it connects to Failure Frame, so don't get it twisted. It still connects with Tuka, the main character. Like I guess from what I've seen so far, because mind you, I didn't finish the series yet, but from what I've seen so far, his limitation is that he needs to be within a certain radius to say and use his ability. So his hand has to be out, right? This is me being Tuka, right? I know I'm not like Asian. I'm just imagine it's me being Tuka, and if the person's not close enough for me to say the ability, right, it don't work. And I think my hand has to be up. If his hand isn't up, it's not like he could just be chilling. It's like paralyzed. Like he can't do it. I think his hand has to physically be up. It's not like maybe you can't see it, but my hand is kind of raised. It can't be like poison. Like it can't. I think it has to be like a certain angle. So I guess that's the limitation. And I guess that's what makes it overpowered, right? But I'm just tired of these overpowered characters. Like for me, the shows that stand out to me more are shows like ReZero, Berserk. And Berserk is like a great example. Like Guts is technically overpoweredly strong, but like if you really understand Berserk, like compared to like the other characters, Guts, like the other like god hands, Guts is like the weakest one. Like every god hand for the most part thrash Berserk minus the trash god hands, you know, like not every god hand is made the same, right? So there's certain god hands that Guts, a regular person can wipe the floor with, but that's what makes it appealing. It's like Guts is always the underdog, literally, because these god hands are like thrash. They pretty much do whatever they want, and Guts is always fighting uphill battle and always struggling in these fights. Same thing with ReZero. It's like Subaru, like his ability isn't really combative. Granted, his ability is OP, but that's what makes it more engaging. It's a bit more of a struggle, it's a bit more of a thrill versus Paralyzed, Poison, done. It's like, it's not, and I'm watching it, and again, it's not a bad show. It's a solid show. It's just like my God, how far can we go with this overpowered? It's like, aren't you guys tired? Like honestly, we got Tuka for Failure Frame, and then we have One Punch Man. Like, don't you guys get tired of just blatant strength? Like, there's no much limitations. Like, credit to Failure Frame, at least it's like, yeah, his hand gotta be, you know, it's not like, no, his hand gotta right here. And, you know, if it's not like that, maybe the ability doesn't go through, maybe, right? Because, like I said, I haven't finished it, so maybe as I continue to watch, his ability levels up, which it did, and it can now do multiple things. So maybe it'll get to a point where he can be like this, like, paralyzed, and then like it just works from like halfway across the map. That could be a thing. He's already overpowered, right? I mean, he's in the title, just, I don't know. I want something a bit more refreshing. Like, I know it's a recipe that never gets old. It's almost like the romance where it's like, guy chase girl or girl chase guy. Like there's certain recipes in animes that never go wrong. That's typically like, I would say like the shonen recipe, but like that's the recipe that's really popular nowadays in terms of just like a character that's OP. You see it in all these isekai titles, like I died in another world and came back a megastar. I died in another world and came back level 990. Like it's so popular and people are eating it up. So it's like, yo, like why stop something that works, right? Like that premise is really popular. That premise really works. To me, it just kind of gets tiring. Like that's the truth of the matter. Is like, and for me, this is my own story again. Citizen Evil, just the shirt. You know, I got a shameless plug. But for me, a very big thing for me, if you're gonna go the overpowered route, that's fine. But with my own series, the thing that makes a character really good, or the thing that makes a story really good, isn't the main character. Contrary to like how people might perceive it, it's the villain, right? To me, an overpowered villain makes the entire story really good, right? I feel like in most of these stories, the villain is very like vague. The villain is very ambiguous. You know, the Demon King, never seen that, never seen that do a day in my life, but you know, it's a shadowy figure, really big monsters, but it's just like, you notice that too, like in these shows, the main character is very small, and then the person he's fighting is huge, right? But then like, they wash, like the main character, these small main characters, these small children, just wash them, and it's not entertaining. Like, maybe it's entertaining in the moment, but at least for me, after you've seen a certain amount of anime, it's like, yeah, I gotta get something new. Keep referencing Berserk, but like, yeah, like Griffith was an amazing villain. That's what made Berserk so great. That's what still makes Berserk such a cult classic. Like, yeah, Guts is OP, but a lot of the storytelling is centered around Griffith and what he's done to get to where he's at and why he's like, he is the epitome of a really good villain, and that's what makes the show. All right, it's like Mario and Bowser, right? It's like Bowser is the focal point, but it defeats the purpose for me if anytime you know Mario's gonna wash Bowser, like, unless you're just a trash gamer, like you're going to wash Bowser. Like that's how it's written in the Bible. Mario shall douse Bowser, all right? Because you have to beat the game. So that's what's going to happen, right? But villains really do make up really good characters. So again, nothing wrong with these OP characters, but if you're gonna have these OP characters, at least have some OP villains, all right? Me watching Tuca and Failure Frame so far, like Tuca's basically washing everybody. Like literally, like, and you know, there'll be like that one character here or there where he's slightly stronger. It's kind of like Overlord too, like he just washes everybody, just washing everybody. Like my friend, like it's not getting that entertaining. All right, stop these OP characters. Let's just bring something a little bit more original. Like they can be OP, but let's like not OP where it's like maybe OP where like there's a bit more restrictions. Let's do that. Like, and people might be saying I'm capping or I'm ridiculous, but like put a little bit more restrictions in, and you'll find the series is a little bit more entertaining. But I mean, who am I to talk? The show is selling, right? So it is what it is. But yeah, that's the video. Failure Frame. No more OP characters, at least for me. But it's your man MAS.